Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the second of two videos we got for you today.
But an exciting announcement, we have new merch. Time now for some nice relaxation. No other Joe, no Alex to bother me. Just gonna read.
Hey Joe. Hey Joe.
No, please, no. God, no. Come on, just leave me alone for just 1 second.
Hey Joe, you wanna play a zombie game?
No! Oh my God!
If you want to bug your friends about zombie games, check out those links down below. You'll get to bring a little bit of OJ wherever you go and feel his face on your body.
Oh, please. Oh God! Get them, buy them now. Get them out of my house. Get the stock. Buy all the stock. Get them out of here. For the first time, other Joe gets his own shirt that I will never rip apart because you can get it now. It's the OJ shirt.
Why are there holes in it?
You
This
can't
is
see it.
it's
It's
glitching.
green.
It's green because we use a green screen. It's glitching out. In fact, Joe,
Like
if you want to
me,
turn off the
right?
green screen effect for just 1 moment, then they'll
Okay,
be able
yeah, I
to
could
see
do
it
that.
normally. We could just do that. So, but the glitches are built into the shirt. Other Joe's wonderful face
You
can
too
be
can
on
glitch like
your
me.
chest. Okay? You can have an immaculate other Joe following you around daily. He's your best friend. Buy him now. It directly supports us here
It's
at
like
the
I'm
Angry
giving
Joe
you a
Show.
hug.
Yeah, and you also support an independent artist, Rogues Apparel. Thank you guys so much. The links are down below, and you can find these other wonderful shirts there as well. And all right, let's jump into some.
Right before we do,
Yeah?
guys, don't forget tomorrow, August 31st, we're having our Q&A session at 5 p.m. Central Time.
Okay.
So be sure
Here
to
on
join
YouTube.
us on YouTube
Good stuff.
for random shenanigans,
Yeah,
as usual.
our monthly Q&As.
Yes.
Cool. All right, let's get to the news.
All right, South Korea is planning to abolish a gaming curfew. Now, this is something after 2011.
No gaming after 10 p.m.
There were certain periods of time you couldn't play a certain amount, and they realized that this wasn't doing anything.
How are they
and-
going to stop?
And so what they're going to do is they're going to rely on the current. There's a choice permit system introduced a year after the restrictions were put in, and it's just to try to protect the kids and limit the amount of gaming that can be done. Hugely unpopular from kids who want to be playing games, and it's a government restriction on the gaming industry, and everyone didn't like it, and so South Korea is getting rid of it.
Good.
Now at the same time, China is making gaming worse. Now, this is brand new. China is called gaming spiritual opium and is now going to limit online games. Children under the age of 18 will now be restricted to 1 hour of gaming between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and on public holidays.
What the?
And so they're going to limit all these things. And they're
3 hours of gaming a week in China?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I
The
need more than 1
government telling.
hour.
Look, I agree sometimes that, the younger kids, 12, 13, they get focused on the game and they just want to game all the time, right? But the government coming in and telling you exactly how much game you can do, when you can do it, exactly when. Like, the servers are going to fucking crash every night on Friday night as a bunch of kids try to come on and get their 1 hour of gaming in, and then that 1 hour of gaming is ruined because the fucking servers are crashing all the fucking time. And so the kids only get 20 minutes of gaming every fucking week. Fuck that.
But I didn't even get to
I'm
launch my
glad I
games.
live in the
Like, too bad.
United States. Just here, USA. USA.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do.
Damn, man.
So the government is going to be telling
That's
Tencent and
fucked
NetEase
up.
that they have to limit the gaming to minors.
3 hours a week. You can't even. You can't even have 4 hours. You can't even give them 4 hours. If you give them 4 hours, then at least they can complete Kane and Lynch 2, that fucking piece of shit game.
That's gonna take them weeks.
But they can't even finish a 4-hour game.
Can you imagine how long it's going to take them to finish certain online games, like finish content? Man, I played 20 hours of video games this weekend.
Well, it says here that it's for online
gaming,
but still, every fucking game is an online game now these days.
It
And
is.
I don't trust the Chinese government to fucking categorize this shit
Well, I can take-
correctly. I don't even trust the Chinese
Yeah. Now,
government.
what is interesting
You
about
coming
this?
after video games, now you're messing with the people. Oh man, the people gonna get upset, and the kids gonna get upset. The parents are the ones that are gonna have to deal with the fallout.
Yeah. What is interesting about this is this going to apply to mobile gaming? Now, remember, mobile gaming is huge
That's
in
right.
China, and so if a mobile game is a single player content that you're playing, your character against whatever clans game or whatever they were huge over there. How is this going to limit that? Because Tencent and NetEase, they're not part of the government, but they are.
Oh, they are, hand in hand.
They're like right there with
Yeah.
each
Here's
other.
the thing. I thought you were going to take the other angle. It's like China says this is spiritual cancer. What do they call
Spiritual opium.
Spiritual opium. But China is the one that has it like the worst on the fucking mobile microtransaction garbage where there's literally no gameplay. And they fucking love it there. They love to burn money in goddamn bond pit fires, gambling for little children. And they're completely ignoring that and say, no, you can only play 1 hour a day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 hours a week.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're
That
doing
your
that,
focus
though.
is in the wrong fucking area. There are educational games. There are games that increase your fucking attention span. It's been proven time and time again that gaming. It's not a negative thing. Now, yes, if you fucking doing all day gaming, all day fucking long, doing none of your studies, then that's going to be a problem.
Well, that falls on the parent too. There's
Exactly.
parental control.
Exactly.
Like, look, all right, you can play this amount of time, and then you're good.
But if the
I-
government coming in to stop anything, it would be to like all these excessive microtransactions and addictive gambling tendencies to children. No, they want to come in and say, hey, the good games? Yeah, you can only play those 3 hours so that you play our mobile microtransactions on your cell phones. That increase goes up and everything's fucked.
So NetEase and Tencent took major hits on the market today. Naturally,
This cannot hold up. The power of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like once you find that little
let's see
dip,
if
you're like, no,
Tencent-
this is a bad idea.
Let's see if Tencent can convince the Chinese government.
well, Tencent tried to convince the Chinese government, and the Chinese government called their bluff. The Tencent said, no. The children make up a vast minority of our player base. Like this, we're not responsible for the addictions and children. The government's like, okay, fine. Oh, it's the vast minority. 3 hours a week, and then their stock went. So we'll see what ends up
Oh, we're
happening.
just kidding.
Yeah, and then how mobile games will factor into all of that. But not good for that. Speaking of mobile games, Netflix is finally testing their first mobile games this week in Poland. And so the current Netflix subscribers in Poland, there are going to be 2 games, Stranger Things 1984 and Stranger Things 3. Again, they wanted to reiterate, and they said on all of the articles, they're like, this is no microtransactions. There are no paid anything. It's just a free thing that if you're a Netflix subscriber, you can log into your app, and then there's a game that goes along with it. So they're trying to do like tie-in games to their content. Could be as an advertising thing. Hopefully, they're not going to eventually be like, well, what if we put in microtransactions? But that's typically, I guarantee
It's gonna
there are
happen.
5 people wearing suits over at Netflix going, all we have to do is
put, like,
put
1 or
in
2.
a 25-cent thing, and then we'll make a bunch of money. So first step for Netflix happened
Go
this week.
Netflix. Good. As long as you keep
now.
that promise, and gaming is good. I want more gaming. I want more mainstream.
Corporate
I want
promises
gaming.
mean nothing to me.
Well, action, and so far the action is good. And let's have them develop more games. More games is good.
All right, we got 3 new Starfield videos this week to show off more locations.
We did?
Yeah. So
I
we got to
haven't seen
look.
these.
We've got to look at New Atlantis. We got to look at Neon and
you seen it?
Aquila.
I will later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right now.
Hey. So just they're trying to show more stuff because Bethesda hasn't done anything but re-release.
What do you think? Does it look
They
good?
they actually look good. I
Okay.
mean, they're interesting. They're interesting looking environments, and so it's like this is one of those games that I want to see gameplay for before I get really
I saw
excited about things.
screenshots or leaked screenshots where somebody's like picking out the tubes and like going in depth and what this could be and this life support system and then the suits, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna get this excited over like a Bethesda game, especially with all the shit that Bethesda's been up to lately.
How many of you bought the 10th anniversary? Be honest.
10th anniversary of
Skyrim? A lot of people.
Somebody did.
Look, you bought it 3 times. You can't judge
That's
anybody.
different.
You bought Skyrim
You
3
different
times.
Motherfucker, you over here trying to judge people.
There's
you
different
better
consoles.
you better apologize.
Never.
Apologize.
Look, if you have never played Skyrim, this is a wonderful opportunity to play Skyrim because I think Skyrim is, especially now with all the mods and after all the fixes, is an amazing experience. You should play Skyrim. If you've never bought Skyrim, buy Skyrim.
I think it was free on Game Pass.
Everybody has fucking played Skyrim.
There's people who haven't played Skyrim.
No, they
there's
don't
one or
exist.
two. There's one or two of you.
They don't exist.
It's just hopefully Bethesda's doing stuff, and so because we
Doing good stuff.
yeah, that and then Elder Scrolls, and come on, give us something new. Remember we were talking about are they going to have to rename McCree in Overwatch after the developer who's the character's name, and they're like, no, that's ridiculous. Well, they did. According to Blizzard, we believe it's necessary to change the name of the hero currently known as McCree to something that better represents what Overwatch stands for. I don't think that you can name a character copy paste garbage. So I don't know what they're going to do.
I think that'd be good.
But I'm trying to think of what
copy
other.
kiss. Let's see, copy paste garbage, capitulating to governments.
Yeah.
Your voices don't matter.
Voices don't matter. Useless loot box simulator. Remember, Overwatch
great.
popularized loot boxes.
These are great names.
Yeah.
Destroying my childhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Lazy.
Grabby
as fuck.
McFeely.
Grabby McFeely.
I like that
yeah.
one. You should do it. So careful, he's coming.
Lazy.
He's like the boogeyman.
Yeah. He's just gonna goose you.
Oh, gross.
And so they said that they built the Overwatch universe around the idea that inclusivity, equity, and hope are the building blocks of a better future. Horrible. Like, this article is fucking awful. This is it is so PR speak,
Hollow.
garbage, hollow. Like, this is again, Blizzard used to have your
Superficial.
all voices matter. It's like except for when you're criticizing the Chinese government. Everything about this is awful.
It's a joke.
And
We're sorry. So one character also named We're Sorry. We need Lazy McLazers, Lazy Son.
And the new
Yeah.
guy. You got the new guy. Remastered. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Reforged.
Refunded.
Reforged in
He's
shit.
new.
Refunded, yeah.
So yeah, if you like McCree, no longer gonna be named McCree. They're changing all the
Whatever.
videos. They're
That's
wiping
so
everything
stupid.
out.
This is so ceremonial. What do you call it? This fake, it's just dumb. Okay.
Well, they're
we
trying to
need
get your attention
real.
over here and ignore the major issue, which is the state of California expanded their lawsuit
Yeah.
against
Woo!
Activision this week, saying that after conducting their
Upgraded.
investigation, they are going to have to include contractors and other people because of the way that Blizzard has a way of hiring contractors to do QA for them and working them really hard for 3 months and then firing them because it's easier to do that than keep people on long term.
Oh,
Have to pay
and so
benefits and all
now
sorts of
these
stuff.
people also got goosed and grabbed and harassed and all of the other things. All the things, the bad things were happening at Blizzard. Well, it turns out that the contractors, it happened to them as well. And in fact, a lot of the anecdotal stories coming from there said that because they were contractors and they weren't permanent, they were probably more subject to harassment, knowing that these people wouldn't be
God, they're
around
not
for
gonna be-
longer.
yeah.
And because those people were vying for actual full-time positions within Blizzard, they would put up for more, but with more. So, if the guy was squeezing their butt cheeks while they were working, they're like, well, I'll put up with this and I'll get a real job where the higher-ups can squeeze my butt cheeks while working.
I don't think anybody's butt cheeks were squeezed.
I guarantee that there was some slap ass going on at Blizzard.
What I do know is that they have reforged their lawsuit and upgraded their lawsuit.
Yes. The state of California also
Reawakening, or what is Diablo
Remastered.
Resurrection or something.
I don't know. D2R. I just typed D2R. I don't fucking know. It's coming out. They're just re-releasing all of their other stuff. So
Right, that's when you know the company is out of gas. When
Yeah.
they keep re-releasing all this other stuff. They got no plan, no new. Their WoW subscription are dropping. They've got lawsuits up their asshole.
Overwatch 2 is really just an expansion for Overwatch 1.
Blizzard
Yeah.
is no longer Blizzard. It's like where are their I don't
all
know.
of the old guard have gone. They got fired or they're released.
Yeah,
It's
or
like
they said, "Fuck this, we're gonna start our new
our own thing,
studio." I wish them luck. I want them to turn it around, but at this point, I don't think Blizzard is Blizzard. Again, it is a what is the new name?
What is
It's
it?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah, Sleep.
the new upgraded lawsuit claims that Blizzard has been directly interfering with their ability to investigate and even has accused them of destroying evidence.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, I can imagine that happening.
Documents
Probably this shit is so easy to hide and to destroy. They're like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah, like I said before, it's like, oh, here's your complaint.
Well, you are actually not. That is exactly what the accusations are. Is that the HR documents that were originally filed and have recently been deleted and just shredded, so that there is no evidence, and so all
Said it
of
was an accident. She thought it was a filing cabinet.
an electric filing cabinet
was an accident.
Yeah, I still have the files.
I thought I scanned them into the computer.
They know that there's not going to be anyone who wants to tape all those things
Yes.
together. Blizzard said that no, it's of course we didn't delete any of those things, and we're doing everything that we can to make the environment much better, including having our lawyers sit down with people before they talk with the state of California to make sure they don't say anything naughty, and having them sign NDAs and
Yeah,
limit the
that's
flow of
fucking
information.
shady as fuck.
So
Get the fuck out of here.
it's not looking good for Blizzard, and so hopefully the book's going to get thrown at them, right? Both Riot
Good.
and Blizzard,
Good.
because you shouldn't be treated like that in the workplace.
Exactly.
All right, anything else you guys want to talk about?
Fellow Superman person here. Netflix's Magic the Gathering series is going to star Brandon Routh. He's getting work as the lead character Gideon. So I think it's an animated series.
It
you
is
said.
animated, yeah.
I was like, whoa, live action. That'd be pretty sweet.
He don't look anything like Gideon. He wouldn't work. I like Brandon Routh, but he don't look like Gideon.
No, he doesn't. So Resident Evil, welcome to Raccoon City, director. We've got some pictures that have just released about, speaking of going live action from video games. This one looks to be more faithful. They're kind of cosplaying. You know, they got the costumes right. Though I don't know, this is Carlos, right? This looks like Carlos to me.
It's
he have
Carlos.
mop head?
Leon.
Mop
No, that's Leon. It's this. It's supposed to be Leon, but it looks more like Carlos. I said, that's a perfect Carlos. Good job. This is Leon. Wait, what?
That's Leon?
Yeah, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm just hoping the little monster design that they showed looked creepy. I'm like, okay, so this is actually coming to theaters only in November. I didn't realize that.
That's
2021.
Leon.
Yeah, that's Leon.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Avon
There were so
Yoria?
many better choices for Leon. I mean, if that actor wants to be Carlos, let's do it, man. Carlos needs to be. Let's do Carlos.
Oh, wait, so we got Wesker, Jill,
It's like a perfect
Chris.
Carlos. Why does Leon have a mustache and a afro hair?
Look, this guy
like
Chris
Carlos?
is muscular, but his
Chris looks good. I like
his
Chris.
biceps need to be bigger than my
Trevor
thighs,
and-
because that's. I mean, we're.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Well, he's
how
got
he
he's got
is.
he got a little bit of muscle.
Well, he's
He got
flexing
some
as hard as
muscle.
he can right now, but like,
Not enough.
You're gonna
You
punch
know,
a boulder
Not
later.
enough.
this is why you can't do live action.
Punch a
because-
boulder. Yeah, and so these images have me simultaneously worried and excited because it's not, like what they did with Resident Evil and with the Mila Jovovich is just, it was not the video games. It was a, kind of paying lip service to it and doing its own thing. This one looks like it's trying to be closer to the video games. But if you and it sucks because it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because fans are like, what the fuck is this to fucking look like? Why doesn't fucking Jill have a fucking ponytail and yet her hair is this way or that way? And it because the closer you get it, the closer they want to
I need a
critique
mini
it.
skirt that's
it's
super like the tightest clothes possible, and everyone has got their own idea of what.
Jill and,
They're supposed to be like.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why video game and book and they've all
Claire.
like turning things into a different medium is always so difficult for writers. That's why people don't want to make video game stuff, because video game fans can be a little toxic sometimes. And when you have
What?
a
No.
when you have a specific idea of what a character's supposed to look like, what they're supposed to sound like, the people are going to give them hate all the time. Especially a series as long as Resident Evil, where Resident Evil is wildly different now than when it started. Right, Resident Evil 1 and like 1, 4, 8, like
The last one was trash.
but big lady.
yeah.
but big lady.
No, I'm talking about the movies.
Oh yeah.
And we got
The movies.
we got more Magic the Gathering news. Players are going
Hey.
to be getting Warhammer 40,000, Lord of the Rings, Fortnite, and Street Fighter
Oh, you're gonna get
cards
Fortnite? I
in
know
Magic.
you love Magic.
Jesus fucking Christ, Fortnite and Magic? Dude, is this necessary? What is this?
Look.
Fine, you bring in all the young kids into Magic, and it makes Magic more money. You like Magic, the health of Magic goes up. But I don't think kids.
It's
I
not
don't
a health
know,
thing. Like it's
kids-
actually worse than you think what it is because like most of what they introduce these in secret layers. They're not in packs. You buy them in boxes directly from Wizards of the Coast. And what you've done is you've created an artificial reserve list
There's
because
no booster packs for these individual
no,
things?
you buy a box that has all that. So they came out Walking Dead cards, right? You could only get them in this stupid ass box. Now, if any of these cards are ever competitive, Wizards can't reprint them because you know through licensing, you don't have it indefinitely,
Right.
so they can't reprint those cards. And so, unless Wizards does functional reprints, there's a lot of people who've done a lot of content on this. Magic is making more money now than it ever has with Arena and with just like the health of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
And they are squeezing the customer base so hard and putting in all these useless fucking IPs. Yes, I love Lord of the Rings. Yes, I love Street Fighter, and I hate Fortnite. So like that one's off somewhere else.
I'm excited for 40K and Street Fighter, to be honest.
but I don't want
wanna-
those
I
as
wanna
Magic
try.
cards. If they were silver bordered cards, the way they did with like My Little Pony, because Hasbro owns both of them, then fine. But they're putting these on real, actual Magic cards that you can put in your deck, and it just doesn't need to be there.
It is kind of jumping the shark. All righty.
But it's
Well,
popular.
if you want something to spend your money on that's a little better and goes towards something good, why not get yourself a zombie shirt? Hey, want to play a zombie game? You can have this beautiful guy's face on your chest. You can go to sleep with him. You can walk around the stores with him, and everybody will say, "Whoa, that's a great shirt."
You could Pooh Bear with them. You just no pants,
You
no
can
underwear.
poo.
You just wear just the shirt, and that's it. No
Yeah.
pants.
So get
You
your
don't like that?
Other Joe shirt. Other Joe deserves a shirt, and he deserves to do well. So pick your Other Joe shirt up right now. And thank y'all so much for watching. We got other shirts in the store too, in case you like the Angry Joe variety in red. And we'll see
You guys
we'll see
tomorrow for the
tomorrow
Q&A.
for the Q&A. And go watch our Madden review. Huge, extensive, longest review.
How many times did you
of
get
all
claimed?
time.
I saw
I've been
that.
twice.
Twice.
I stayed up so late trying to get it up. So,
Assholes.
anyways, wait a minute. That's not. I didn't mean that.
OnlyFans was in the other one. You're
Yeah,
fine.
that's right. But then So, anyways, guys, go check out the Madden review. It took me a long time, and it is an exhaustive
good.
review of all their bullshit, and they got no excuse. They got
No.
no excuse past this. Okay, thank y'all so much. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye, guys.